All right, crypto truth seekers, let's check some stuff out here. I'm going to go through the ISO compliant cryptocurrencies right now. And these are the ones that, well, we'll see what happens. But as we move towards digital currency and central bank digital currencies, and who knows, and a lot of things the administration is banking on and moving money around on, uh, let's just see how these guys are doing, because I'm looking at them and they're all in a real pattern, which is about poised to make some moves. I would say, not financial advice, but these guys are coiling up like a cobra and getting ready to strike, or maybe a rattlesnake. So worth watching. So if you're a crypto trader, link in the description to Coinbase. These are all coins that are the ISO compliant ones. Very few are not available on Coinbase. Most can be traded against USD or USDC or USDT. But anyway, most people who are somewhat new to things, who might be getting interested in these coins, Coinbase account, you can put USD there, and then you can trade into these. Anyway, there we go. So there's a little intro. Now, this is how it works. I'm going to now present I'm going to share a screen here. Let's get started and we'll rock through this real quick. I'm just checking these out every day and looking for patterns to emerge. So I found a new way to look at these that I think might be a little quicker. On the left, we have the daily, middle is the 4-hour, and then on the right side, you've got the 45-minute chart for immediate price action. So looking at Bitcoin here, okay, I'm going to squeeze a lot of time in here, but basically this is a Fibonacci sequence that is playing out pretty much for all of them. This is a pattern we're seeing for all of them. We had a run up starting about November 2024. We've given a lot back. Now we're making a move. Indicators look very good. The MACD's in the right spot. Squeeze indicators in the right spot. I kind of have a feeling we may see some rollover before these guys run, but anyway, these are probably more along the terms of long-term swings that most people would be looking at. So maybe it's getting time to maybe get into some of these. So with that said, Bitcoin in a great place as far as the MACD. The only thing, I'm sorry, the Fibonacci sequence. The only thing is we've got to recent highs, or I should say highs that happened quite a while ago. This is a daily chart. But really, we'd have to kind of come up here, break around 109,000, and then move up to really have a confirmed uptrend. But things are looking pretty good. So 4-hour chart, it looks like to me right now, we're above the 200 moving average and the 314 moving average. That is very, very nice. If you ask me here on the 4-hour chart, we are in an accumulation phase right now. So it's all about, it's going to make a move at some point. It will break above or below this and then go the opposite direction. So we'll have to just keep an eye on it. But like I say, what I'm really looking at is sort of the long-term pattern here. If we keep moving towards certain directions at the moment, we'll probably see these guys make a move. I'm going to add some more to these this list, like Doge and such. I've had some requests, so I will throw a couple coins in that we look at that are not ISO compliant, just because it has been kind of brought to my attention that they're part of the game. So anyhow, they will do well if these do well. So we'll check it out. And some of those do have a lot of room for movement. Tomorrow, we'll cover those. Anyway, right now, like I said, on the 4-hour chart, some would call it consolidation, some would call it ranging, some would call it accumulation, but really, also do look at this. This is also known as a bull flag pattern. So we shall see what happens. Most likely these break out like, sorry about this. Usually they break out like this, that direction. Let's see what happens. Anyway, looking at the 45-minute chart for immediate price action, today's been interesting. The market opened, we went below the 200 moving average, took a big dump. Then we came back, got above it. Now we're going below it. Really a choppy market. 45-minute chart has not been a fun one to play today. So anyway, like I say, poised for action, not quite there yet. I'm really not layering in for long on Bitcoin yet, but something is afoot. So, and you'll see why as we keep going through this. Let's look at XRP. Look at that pattern, same exact pattern. You know what I mean? And if I was to do a Fibonacci sequence here on it, November 2024, run up like this, and boom. See, we're above the 0.5, which is bullish, above the 382 fib. That's bullish. I'm working on that 236. And the thing to note is where we've had, you could see this downwards pattern for quite a while. I'll do it like this. Dual channels here. we've had, a downwards channel for quite a while. And now we are moving into, a little hard to see. I have a lot stuck on the screen here right now, but boom, there you go. Now we're moving towards an upwards channel. So, and we look at this, we've ran up a lot, we've given a lot back. So what are we going to see? These are all these ISO coins, and a couple others are really looking just like this. This is definitely kind of a place where you could see a move. MACD's looking good, squeeze indicators looking good. I like it. Looking at the 4-hour chart today, like a lot of the other cryptos, went up and it came down. The nice thing is here, XRP, it stayed above the 200 and 314 moving average. On the daily, it did, of course, and here on the 4-hour, that's pretty darn bullish, pretty darn strong. Looking at the 45-minute chart here on the right for immediate price action, we dipped down to the 45-minute 200 moving average, and we're kind of hanging out there. A bit of a day. No great shakes today for the crypto market, but it doesn't matter. So we'll just keep rocking through these. Now, looking at XLM, once again, I could fib it, but basically they're all about the same. You could see this beautiful pattern we've seen with all of these coins, and now they're getting ready to go. One of the things I like about lumens here, stellar lumens, XLM, is if I do a Fibonacci sequence here, oh gosh, go way up there. You can see, yeah, we're hanging out here, just breaking out of the 618 golden pocket. Looks like we're coming down to, we broke above it. We could not quite get over the 200 moving average. It was rejected there, came back to the 618 golden pocket. MACD is rolling over. On the 4-hour chart, you can see today up and down. And then 4-hour chart also today, you can see we lost the 200 moving, the 4-hour chart up and down. In the 45-minute chart for immediate price action, we basically lost the 200 moving average. So this is kind of an intriguing one to me. Why I kind of like it is if we get upward moves, if they begin to happen, this one's got a lot of room to go. I mean, if I do a forecast tool on this one, I mean, even if we just get back to the 236, that's 60%. If we hit the all-time highs, that's 99%. So, I mean, really, we're looking wonderful. That this is an exciting coin. So, this might be one of the ones, if I see things going in the right direction, getting to lumens definitely might be one that I hop into before others. Looking at ADA, everyone loves it. Cardano, same pattern as all the others. Let's do a fib sequence. Maybe these will actually just stick, and I won't have to redo them every time we do this. It's bouncing off the .5. It could not quite get above it here on the daily. It tried, got rejected. It lost to 200 on the daily. 4-hour chart here in the middle, you can see bump up and down. 45-minute chart, you can see lost to 200 moving average. So really, we're just seeing like these are in the right position to make beautiful moves. Right now, I think we're seeing a bit of a rollover. So I'm kind of wondering like what's going on? What news is going to happen? What, who knows what? I don't know. But I gotta say, these are worth watching if you're kind of a crypto swing trader. If you're going to get in and sit on it for a month or months or a week or whatever, definitely. Because I think when these things start to run, it's going to be something like this here. Over the course of a couple of days, it just loses its dang mind, and that's a pretty remarkable thing. So let me actually, nix. There we go. Sorry. So anyway, let me not lose this chart. I want to kind of save these so we don't have to make them again each time. Come on now. Anyway, there we are. So let's keep on moving. ADA, it couldn't get above the .5, lost to 200, but it's above the 314. Maybe it will visit the 618 golden pocket again. 4-hour chart today went up, came down. 45-minute chart went down, tried to get back above that 200 moving average, could not do it today. So like I say, what's going on? These guys are poised to make beautiful moves, but they seem to be rolling over right now. Interesting, huh? So let's go over to HBAR. One of the things about Hedera, as they call it, one of the things about trading, one of the hardest things, maybe not the hardest thing, but one of the difficult things is just patience. So when the time is right, these are going to be sweet trades if they move in the right direction. And they're easy trades. They're that easy 100% you can make, if they start moving. Not financial advice, no promises, just saying. one day here on Hedera, HBAR. If we look at it, same pattern as all the others. But let me do a fib sequence here. Woo! Boom. And if I put it, and if I look at this real quick, where are we at? Yep, we're challenging that .5, got rejected off the 200 as well. So 4-hour chart, you can see it went up and came down. You can see it challenged that .5, but couldn't keep it. 45-minute chart, boom, can't hold that 200. So these guys are definitely rolling over. MACD and squeeze indicator show rolling over. So HBAR, I like HBAR. HBAR makes really jerky, sharp moves up when it does. And as you can see here, we've had this downwards channel for a while. I'm going to put it like this. But what do we got now? We have an upwards channel. And if I was to zoom in on that, you would see it even more clearly. It's kind of cool how it's replicating across all the time frames. The other ones didn't do that for some reason. Anyway, but I think I get why. Maybe I can make them all work that way. Anyway, let's go now on to Quant, QNT. So QNT, looking at this, let's fire up a fib here because it's how the universe works, at least this version of 3D Earth. Look at that. It's kind of cool. It updates across all of them. Anyway, learn something new every day, especially when you're trading. So I like Quant, which is QNT, because it's following the same pattern. Boom, we know that. It could not hold the 618. It's back in the 618 golden pocket. It's above the 200 moving average. You can see right here in detail where we're hanging out in the 4-hour chart in the 618 golden pocket. And of course, on the 45-minute chart, we're all jacked up and crazy. Where are we? Let's see. Why aren't you? Okay, we are hugging that 200 moving average. We're kind of staying above it, but we're below it right now on the 45-minute chart. So this guy here, like I say, they're all poised. I see the MACD looking like it wants to roll over. Squeeze indicator is still strong, but from what I'm seeing, maybe we're going to see a little bit of a rollover here, which is great. Let them give some more back. Let them go back to the 786 for all I care. Let's watch and when these guys are in the right spot, depending on what's happening in the world, what's happening with the news, et cetera, et cetera. Like I say, I'm going to start posting some articles, maybe the same ones over and over again, then occasionally new ones, just to back up why I'm saying why I think these are going to be crazy movers and why we're going to add like Doge to this list, even though it's not an ISO. I'll put that at the end, the ones that are not quite ISOs. I know Bitcoin's not. We look at that one first, but Bitcoin's Bitcoin. It's definitely going to be part of the digital tokenized future. So this is cool. I like what this is doing. There we are. Algorand, it can't get above the, it can't even get to the 618 golden pocket. It's below the 200 moving average. You can see, it's above the 786, but it can't quote, which is powerful. I like that. 786 is a great place to balance, great place to mess around. So it's trying to get above that 786 right now. It's giving some back. It's going to probably have to go retest it. It wants to get above that 200 moving average, which is right below the 618 golden pocket. You can see the 786 golden pocket right here. 4-hour chart is probably going to go down and test that. On the 45-minute, it lost the 200 moving average, but it's trending back up. So ALGO, and of course, looking at the MACD here, it's rolling over. So anyway, and so is the squeeze indicator. So basically, like, boom. I mean, just keep an eye on these things. I'm going to check them out every darn day. When I can get them done before market open, I will do before market open. And if not, I'll do it around 3 Eastern time, usually. Let's add one more to this, even though I'm not, like, I'll just be honest with you, I'm not like, it's just not really one of my things. I'm not really a Doger, but you can trade Doge against USD on Coinbase. So let's look at Doge, and I'll always do these ones that are not ISO compliant. I'll always do Bitcoin first, and then I'll do the non-ISO. So if you don't care, you can just drop, look at BTC real quick again before we're out of here. I'm going to go back to Doge. 1 sec. Let me look at Bitcoin. Didn't feel like I really gave that one enough of a look. 1 sec. Let me actually Drawings clear. Drawings clear. Quit with that dumb thing. Drawings out. No drawings there. Let me look at this one more time. I just don't feel like I gave Bitcoin its due. Okay, I'm going to go back to, we can pull, let's go back to September 2024, October. I'll just save this fib. I'll leave it on there for the future. I'm looking about here, right? October, November, October. Screw it. Forget it. I'll do the fib later because I want to start it around November. But as you can see, the same pattern that we've been seeing. This is the daily chart. We've been giving a lot back for a while, ever since about January. It's been a downwards channel that's actually changing direction. Now we have an upwards channel. Definitely a hardcore move. Do note it's got some. I like the way people call them air gaps. These are air gaps. These are gaps. These two big ones. Would not surprise me if each of those equally needs to fill. So bonk, bonk like that before we move back up. That'd be right around the 200 moving average. Would not surprise me if we went down to 93,336 and bounced. Because we gotta fix those gaps. I'll get a proper fib sequence on this for next time. 4-hour chart went up, and we can see the 4-hour chart, in my humble opinion, is in accumulation right now, getting ready to do something. Would not surprise me looking at this if we don't clear out those gaps, and it pumps a bit and then boom, dumps and probably hits that 4-hour. I bet the 200 moving average here is about 93,000. 200 moving average is about, where are you at here? You're about where are you? You are at about 92,000. 93,000, 92,000, 93,000. Would not surprise me if we see a bounce there. Looking at the 45-minute chart, we lost the 45. We gained the 45. We lost it. So just not really a strong day for the cryptos. Now let's look at Doge. I'm going to add a couple to this. I won't add them today, and I'll always put these non-ISOs at the end, and I'll let people know. I'll say we are now entering the non-ISO phase. Okay. Let me go back to a daily candle. Here we go. Now, Doge, let's see. Is it following the pattern? Oh, it certainly is. There's Doge. Yep, ever since about October, November. Let's go there. Let's go here. I'm going to do like this. Where are we fib level wise? Yeah, we're challenging the 618, trying to get above it, trying to get above the 200 moving average. Doge is weak right now. 4-hour chart, looking at it, you know what I'm seeing? A wedge, an ascending wedge. So we went up, and now we have, and forgive me, I'm not the best shape maker, but this one is just pretty damn obvious. It's not really a triangle, but let's just do it like that. Let's bonk. Yeah, bonk. How about like that? It's an ascending wedge. I believe that's what it's called, or it might be a descending wedge, or you could also call it a bull flag if you want to. But anyway, these tend to break towards the upside. Looking at the 45-minute chart, or you can just say, you know what, if you want to just make it really like easy, rather than get into flags and all, just piss me off. They're kind of a nuisance. It's too easy to interpret them. They're not really a fixed enough science for me. But we definitely are in an accumulation phase, which is going to break to the top or bottom, you know. Now, with that said, so it's getting ready to do something. What is it going to go above the 200 moving average, you know, here below the 0.5 and really start moving, or what? What I like about it is it's nice and low by the 618 golden pocket. It could hit the 786 again before it moves. I like these ones that are kind of down low, that haven't begun to really move above that 200 moving average, because when they do, rocket ship to Pluto, they have a lot of space to move, especially if we see a combined movement. If Bitcoin stays sideways, if it continues consolidating even, we're going to see the alts lose their mind. So it's just be watchful. 45-minute chart for Doge on Coinbase, where I'm looking at all these. It's still in quite, you know what, it lost the 200 moving average today, but not by much in the 45-minute chart. So anyway, bit of a flaccid day in the market today. Let me see. I got some requests for a couple of coins here. And like I say, I'll always stick them at the end because they're not ISOs. Let me just see if there are any worth looking at right now. ETH, I'll do that tomorrow. I don't feel like it. Solana, good idea. I don't really feel like it. Okay, I'll add those two tomorrow. I got to go. But we'll put those at the end. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. If you dig this, just give me a comment, give me a like, let me know. And I will keep doing these because I do think we really are at an incredible moment where definitely, especially if you're futures trading some of these, like you can, Bitcoin, this is really a remarkable moment. Don't miss the alt run. It could be a dang easy way to make some spiffy money if you are so inclined. Okay. So everybody take care. Talk to you later.